The views expressed on this program are those of the producers and individuals appearing on this program and do not necessarily reflect the views of the Sun Prairie Media Center staff, its video service providers, or the staff and elected officials of the City of Sun Prairie.
Welcome into Marc Madness Sports on this Wednesday evening. I'm joined here by Chris Davis Jr., Sun Prairie East guard, senior. Chris, how are you this Wednesday evening? And excited to talk to you about Sun Prairie East basketball and also your commitment, recent commitment. Congratulations on that to Arkansas State University to play basketball.
Been doing pretty good. Season just started recently. First official practice was today. Team looking pretty good. We take it a long way with this. So.
Awesome. Well, congratulations last year on kind of the season you had. You averaged 40.8 points per game, second leading scorer, I believe, in the entire country. Maybe what do you want to share about that feat and kind of that accomplishment? And do you want to even move forward and improve upon that and maybe even, let's say, get to 42 points per game this year?
Well, that was just all about my God, pray every game. It showed a lot during the year. I had a lot of confidence when I was playing too. And my mindset was every time I played was just to win. So whatever I had to do to win, I did it.
Well, thanks for sharing. Awesome. So I know it's kind of been a rough offseason for you, a tough offseason. My condolences about your father. I know your father passed away, so my condolences on that. What has maybe your summer basketball schedule been like? And I assume you play a lot of AAU basketball, play a lot throughout the summer. Maybe share a little bit about that.
So I work out like 2 to 3 times a day. I do like lifting, I do a lot of shooting, and then I do a lot of like drills like dribbling and stuff. So just try to base off like my weaknesses, I try to find it and work on it so I get into the season. And you won't really see my weaknesses, so I can really do everything. So that's what I'm trying to achieve to get and try to get ready for college. So, yeah.
Well, thanks for sharing. And then I want to talk to you about how you ended up at Sun Prairie East High School. I know you were starting the year planning on going to an academy in Delafield, right? The DMC Academy initially. And then I know you ended up coming here shortly following, that experience. Maybe what brought you here versus DMC Academy? Maybe was it just to be closer to family, friends? I mean, I know you have a lot of family and friends in the Sun Prairie community.
It's just really just with everything that just happened. I just had to stay with my family for now until I go to college or something, because it ain't really a point of leaving right now, and I wasn't really feeling like comfortable at DME anyway, so like I wanted to leave regardless. And then, so with everything that happened, I just felt like I wanted to come home. And I came home, and my mom stayed in the Sun Prairie East District, so there was no other choice but to come over here. So it's really just got along with it. Just been achieving everything I can do.
Well, thanks for sharing. And I know it'll be interesting for you this next year. You'll go up against Wolves teammates who, you're very close with this next year. You're going to compete against them twice this next year. I just recently talked with Casey Wambach and Tyler Haney, 2 friends of yours I know. What is it going to be like, going up against them versus having them as teammates? And what do you think that experience is going to be like?
We compete every day in practice, so I don't really see why it would be different. I know it's going to be a dogfight when we go out there on that court, but it's all love outside of the game. But, when it's step on the floor, it's going to be a war. So.
And I know there's Trey and Tavion Crawford, very well over there as well. Those are kind of be the big 4 over there at Sun Prairie West.
Right.
And they might have some other pieces, that come through this year as well. So I think that'll be a great contest between Sun Prairie East and Sun Prairie West this year. I think you guys are going to probably be the top 2 teams in the conference for this year, potentially, for the Big 8.
Yeah.
But it'll be fun. It'll be fun watching those matchups. Have you been able to forgive the Cardinal student section? I know, obviously, last year, you were on the Wolves side and a Wolves player, and I know they were pretty rowdy fans here at Sun Prairie East. It'd probably be different, now being on their side versus, them maybe just, you know, in fun, you know.
Nah, but it really wasn't like the people I'm here with now. Like, it was really like the seniors last year that I said everything, but knowing them, they already apologized to me and said really it wasn't really them. It was somebody else, and just doing them. So I don't know. It wasn't the first time it happened, but I got past it, man.
Oh no, thank you.
Right.
So I know, Chris, you have a lot of strengths on the court. I know you got a great 3-point ability to shoot that, and then you have a mid-range game and layups as well. Maybe what have you kind of worked on in your game this offseason that you feel like maybe was a weakness last year, or just an area where, you know, you still feel like you could improve that you have this offseason?
Really is just my read options and then being more explosive, because I'm athletic, but I don't really show it like that. So like really just showing my athleticism and getting to the rim and stuff, to getting to the rim stronger and staying on my feet and stuff, keeping my balance and stop leaning on my jump shot and stuff.
And Chris, have you been working on kind of more of your defense this offseason? Is that maybe kind of an area that you've continued to work upon, or?
My defense, if I've been working, I don't know if I'll casually just go out and work on my defense, but I know like they get down to the moment I gotta play defense, I can be the best defender really in the whole big game if I say in my eyes. But that's just how I think, and that's how I was taught in life. So you always think above everybody. So that's just how I feel.
Well, no, thanks for sharing. And I want to talk about Arkansas State now. So congratulations on that, getting that Division I college commitment to play college basketball. Maybe what made you choose Arkansas State? What impressed you with that university? Maybe that coaching staff that really made you think, boy, this is a place that I'd really love to play for 4 years in college.
Really, it's just, well, it was really an easy option for me. Been there since day one. They come to all my games. Even their parents that comes to my games last year. Been showing love since my sophomore year, summer. First school to ever offer me. I didn't have a blow-up summer that I thought I was going to have, but they was still there for me every day, always making sure that they was like literally like telling me like it's all good and stuff. So like, I felt like just like that, it was just like a bond that we had. And going on a visit there in October, it felt like home. So I made my decision and I picked it.
Well, thank you for sharing on that. So yeah, congrats again on the commitment. Have you gotten to meet some of the coaching staff over there at Arkansas State yet? And have you even gotten to meet some of the players that are going to be teammates of yours following this senior year of high school for you?
Yeah, like I was saying, we went on a visit and I met everybody, really, from teachers to athletic directors to all the coaching staff, like players. Like it just felt like home, and like it felt like we could build a bond when I go there. So I feel like it's good. It's good for me, and the way they play. Like I love the way they play. So I feel like I should be able to blow up out there.
That's awesome. And the family, there's nothing like a family,
Right.
you know, atmosphere and a family component, you know, of a team. It makes it extra special for sure. Have there been other schools that have given you offers that you considered as well throughout this process, that maybe you thought about that were close, you know, in, you know, where they ranked for colleges for you with Arkansas State, or was it kind of all along that if they gave you that offer, you were in on Arkansas State?
Really, I had another Division I offer that was from Prairie, but I had a lot of schools talking to me, but it was just like Arkansas State just felt like more like a bond to me. Like it felt like family, and then with them connecting with my dad before he passed, and then my mom and stuff, my grandmas, my TTs, like they was just showing real life love. So I just felt like that'd be the perfect fit for me.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. In the high school basketball game against Carmen Northwest last year, that was probably your best offensive game, probably in your high school career. You scored 61 points in that game. Maybe did you just kind of know right from the get-go in that game, kind of maybe the first shot that you made and you hit it and you're just like, boy, this is going to be my night. I'm going to, you know, have a career night tonight. Did you kind of know from the get-go?
No, I ain't gonna lie. it was my 1,000-point game. I was just feeling it. It was just a good day, but I wouldn't say that was like my best game because I hit 1 3. I went 1 for 5 from the 3-point line, but I had all twos. And like as you can see, like the game it get easier and easier when you don't force stuff that's not falling. And was getting to the basket and getting to my post fade and stuff was working. So I just kept doing it, and next thing you know, I look up, I got like 60.
Yeah, 61 against Carmen Northwest. So I have that down in my stats. Impressive. Congrats on that. So that's amazing game. Maybe last year's sectional final. I maybe want to talk about that a little bit. It was an amazing game that you played at Wanakee High School. It was, like I say, sectional final against Greensville Craig Cougars. Your Sun Prairie West Wolves, because you were Wolf last year, came up just a tad short. You guys came up 3 points short. I believe the final was something like 74-71, I believe was the final. What was maybe that game like, the atmosphere for that game? I mean, it was a really good basketball game. I mean, I think all the fans that came got a treat that night.
Right. No, it was, like you said, it was a good game. In my eyes, I feel like we should have won that. And we should have been to state at the Kohl Center that year. But we came up short. Can't really do nothing now. It's over with. You got to cross all that out. I got another year playing them again, and I see them December 5th of this year, first conference game of the year. So I hope they ready, because
I am. They sounded ready. I talked to Tyler Haney and Casey Wambach recently, and they seem ready for that one. So, but I'm excited for that matchup for sure. And maybe speaking of Sun Prairie West, I kind of want to share about assistant coach Isaac Dennis, who came in for your dad midway through the season, about 9 games in. How do you feel like Isaac Dennis did? What did you maybe learn from him in those games that he kind of came in and filled in as that interim head coach for the remainder of last year? Because I think being put in that tough situation, he did a pretty good job considering the circumstance.
Really, what I'll say is he's like family to me, so it really wasn't nothing hard. And right here, my uncle right here.
I was the assistant
He
as
was
well
assistant
last
too,
year
so-
too, so I was there with him too. So
It wasn't really nothing hard, but losing my dad was a tough one because, you know, if we'd had my dad in the majority of them situations, we would have really went to the Kohl Center and really would have won state. But they took him away, and a lot of that school know what they did, so I couldn't complain about it. But it really wasn't. I just had to figure it out and start hooping.
Well, yeah, and I'm sorry that your dad, the situation with your dad, and I'm sorry that happened. And, it's unfortunate, but like you said, I think Isaac Dennis, he did the best he could,
Right.
and I think he really tried. And, I think he had a good bond with you guys. I really felt like he definitely did that. Last year, so you made 101 out of 233 three-point attempts, so 43% from the three-point line. Do you expect to improve upon that percentage this year and maybe up that to maybe 45 or 46%? Get those extra couple percentage points up on the three-point shot.
Yeah, really just saying, like, I was watching the film this morning. I was seeing a couple of shots I should have never been shooting, but that was just confidence level. My confidence level is higher now, but I feel like my confidence level right now is like to get ready for college. So in my head, I'm thinking, is that a college shot? Is that a college move? Like, what I'm working on is getting ready for college. Last year, I was working on getting ready for my senior year. Now I'm working on getting ready for my freshman year of college. Like, that's how I think in my head, is I want to build another step. So, like, just like I'm saying, like, now when I get to college, I'm trying to work to get to the league. Mm-hmm. That's how I want to do it. That's just my mindset, is to take another step in life and work on that and build to get to the next level.
That makes sense. So, awesome. Maybe more on this Sun Prairie East Cardinals basketball season. Well, you're going to have a new coach this year, Coach Steve Misselter, that's going to be coaching you. What has that relationship been like so far with Coach Steve Misselter, and maybe what have you learned from him so far in your little bit of time with him, getting his coaching, mentoring, and things of that nature?
Really, our bond since day one been connected. I can't say I really learned something yet because the season just started, and you can't coach. Your head coach can't coach you during off season, so I can't really say I learned something from him yet. But I know I learned something through the progress of the season, and I know we have a good year.
No, thanks for sharing. And then in the 23 games schedule that your team has for Sun Prairie East this year, maybe what's a record that you're hoping to get for your team this year? Is it 23-0? I mean, obviously that's the ideal goal. But maybe what do you think is more realistic?
Really, I'll say what you just said. Like, I don't doubt myself, so I feel like I'm going 23-0. So I don't feel like can nobody really mess with us in front of us. So I feel like we can go all the way with this. We could really, if it was down to me, we could really go 30-0. And that's all the way from the season.
23-7.
And that's just the playoffs games, and that's that close in the games.
Well, Chris, I know you have the talent. I know you have the talent to win every game.
Right.
So I'm excited to see what you and your teammates do.
Right.
And I maybe speaking of some of the teammates, so you'll be playing alongside Max Raymer, Tristan Fry, Max Lusick. Maybe share a little bit about those three. Obviously, those are going to be three key pieces alongside you this year for this East Cardinals team, and those are three talented kids as well. I mean, Tristan Fry is a college commit as well for basketball. He's going to be playing at Hamline University. I don't know yet about Max. For Max Raymer, he might be playing football in college. He might be playing basketball. I don't know yet. And Max Lusick, well, we've seen he can knock down the three-point shot. So.
Yeah, so really, it was more, I more got a bond with them than I had a bond with Wes. I've been knowing these kids like Raymer, Fry, and Lusick. I've been knowing them since we was kids. So like we've been playing against each other since sixth grade. Not even like fourth grade, all the way through middle school. Like we've been playing against each other, and we always been like family. So between our Madison East team and our Sun Prairie team, we was just always so close. And we played with each other in sixth grade for AAU. So it's like
all three.
That's awesome.
It's like nothing new for us, but I don't think people know that, but we'll just show up.
You excited to play alongside them, with them?
Yeah.
And they're three talented players. So, I mean, I'm sure there are players that you'll pass the ball to. You'll give the ball to them if they're open, and you'll count on them making the shot or making a play. So,
sure.
But maybe anything else maybe you want to share about this team this year that you're just really excited about? Maybe getting to that state championship game. Maybe share, how do you feel about the potential of that?
It ain't really nothing to say. We'll just show y'all on the court.
That's a good answer. Maybe anything else you want to share about the Cardinals basketball team? Maybe let's talk about the first matchup of the season. So Saturday, November 30th, you take on Wanakee here at Sun Prairie East High School. Maybe what do you anticipate with that matchup? Because obviously Wanakee, a good athletic program. They've had some pretty good players throughout the years there. They had a pretty good team last year, if I remember correctly. I think they were a 2 seed in Division I, so a good team. Do you kind of anticipate another good matchup there in that first game with Wanakee?
I don't know really what to say because I ain't never seen Wanakee play, but I seen when they played them last year, they lost by 20. I just know I don't feel like can't nobody come in my home and take it from me. That's how my dad taught me, so that I feel like they would never come in my property and take that from me. And that's how I'm going to feel when we play them.
Yeah, thanks for sharing. Maybe what games are you most excited with the head-to-head? Maybe outside of those Sun Prairie West games, because obviously those are going to be your most fun ones to play. But maybe what's another opponent that you think is going to be a great fun test this year? I mean, do you think maybe it's Middleton Cardinals with Will Garlick, a big man that's 6'10", 6'11", or do you think it's Verona Wildcats who have some really good players? I don't know if Trey Petit is going to be out for basketball or not. I heard that he might be going up to Tennessee early for football, so I don't know if you'll get to face Trey Petit or not. But it'd be great to see Trey Petit, get to play him as well.
Right. Nah, I feel like every game fun to me. Ain't no slacking games for us. It's like every game you got to think we're going to war that game. just like every other game, like you were saying, like Sun Prairie West, we're going to really go to war for that. I feel like I'm going to go to war for it. Just like that for every single game. Like, ain't no way I'm finna, like, we played the lowest seed and we going to play lazy and slow and pace. No, we going to play like they the number 1 seed and we the 2. And we trying to get to the 1, so we going to try to take that from them. So, like, that's how our mindset, that's how my mindset is, and that's how I'm going to put that in my teammates, and we going to go to war every game.
And Chris, maybe some players in this Big 8 conference that you have a lot of respect for, maybe outside of you. I mean, obviously, I'm sure you have a lot of respect for Will Garlick,
right,
who's been committed to Wisconsin,
right,
a 6'10", 6'11" big. Obviously, Trey Petit, who's going to be playing football over at Tennessee.
Right.
Are there any other players that I mean, maybe even Casey Wambach, Tyler Haney over at Sun Prairie West, maybe Tavion Crawford? I mean, those would be some names that would come to mind as some really good players in this Big 8 conference.
I got respect for everybody. Just when it comes down when we play, y'all, I don't got too much respect, but I got respect for a lot of people, man. It's all love outside of the court, but on the court, it's just a different ball game. I ain't gonna lie. It gets serious on the court, and I wanted more. I feel like I wanted more than they wanted, so I'm gonna try to go take it.
That's awesome. Maybe favorite NBA player that you look up to in the league that maybe you try to model your game after. I mean, I kind of see you, Chris. If I had to give a comparison, I would say Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's the first player that comes to mind for me.
My favorite player.
That's your favorite player?
Yeah. I'll watch him a lot. OKC. I love OKC. I watch him a lot, but I keep it basic, so I try to go for Ja Morant. I just like his mindset, like a dog, man. Like, I don't feel like he said, like, Wemby, 7'5", 7'4", try to dunk him already. Like, first game back, he tried to dunk him. Like, that's just my mindset. Like, dunk him just like that. Like, it's nothing like I say, like, I fear anybody, because I really don't. Like, he a human, I'm a human. We bleed the same way. Ain't no way I could hold back from them. So that's just my mindset of the game.
A couple players I really like, well, Giannis for sure,
right,
being a Bucks fan. And then I've always really liked Drew Holiday, too. I mean, when he played with the Bucks and then now with Boston, I really like Drew Holiday. I have a lot of respect for him. He's a really good player.
Yeah.
How have maybe the skills, things relating to basketball from your dad, how has that led maybe to where you are today with basketball? Maybe what did your dad maybe teach you the most about the sport of basketball?
Really, I'd say, like, it's a lot, man. It's a lot my dad taught me. Like, really, I say really everything. Just putting that ball in my hand and just rolling the ball out to me and telling me shoot it. Like, you can see his videos. I got multiple videos and stuff, like, of my dad just showing me, like, how to get better. I'm 6 years old, 2-ball dribbling already, like. It's just stuff my dad always taught me, like, but the main thing I was always thankful that he taught me was my mindset. Like, my mindset I took from him, like, we never fear nobody. Like he always said, like, you bleed the same as they bleed. What you scared for? So that's just my mindset every time, man. He put that in our head as a kid, and I always took that with me, so.
And I feel like your dad would have been an NBA player if he didn't have an injury. I thought I heard that he had some injury that kind of impacted, obviously, his playing ability. But yeah, if it weren't for that, I think your dad would have definitely been an NBA player. Was very gifted. Obviously, was able to win a D3 championship with Whitewater back when he was in college. So I'm sure that's kind of your goal is to do that when you get to the college level. Get a championship with Arkansas State.
Right.
Do something special there. So.
Trying to make it to March Madness.
Yeah, March Madness. Get to March Madness. That'd be a dream come true for sure. I'm sure for you, Chris. Maybe anything else you want to share about basketball training? Maybe things you do in and out of season? Maybe more sharing about AAU basketball in the summer. Maybe what that experience is like.
I'd say like what you trying to like? What you mean like AAU like last year or like AAU just my whole career?
Maybe just AAU this past year. More over this past summer.
Playing UIBL, I'd say it was fun. Sometimes I was having rough times. I don't know. I just didn't feel like myself playing on that team. But it's all love over there. But I ain't feel like myself playing with Team Hero, but I had to figure it out, and I built a close bond with them, so, yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's get to the fun questions segment, and then we can finish it out with that. So, favorite sports movie of all time? I'm putting you on the spot here. This is a tough one.
I gotta go with Coach Carter.
It's a good one.
It's definitely a good one.
Coach Carter, because it just remind me of my dad. Like, that's some stuff he'd do. 1,000 suicides, 2,000 push-ups just to practice. I feel like that's just some stuff that my dad would do to us. So I felt like Coach Carter was a good move to say.
I'm going to give you two here. Remember the Titans is a great one. I love that one. And then the other one for me is Moneyball. I like that one a lot.
No, I ain't never seen
I don't know if you've seen that one.
This is a good movie.
Yeah, those are good movies too.
I like Uncle Drew too, though.
Yeah, Uncle Drew.
love Uncle Drew.
That's a funny one for sure.
Yeah.
Favorite athlete to watch and follow in any sport? Maybe if basketball. I mean, I know we kind of talked about some basketball, but maybe other sports. Maybe is there an athlete that you really admire, or appreciate? Maybe in the NFL.
I don't really like. I could watch football, but I couldn't tell you about like more than 3 players on the team. But I'd say basketball is really all I watch. So I'd say like Shea and Morant is really like the 2 players I actually like study they game and try and watch to add to my package.
I got a question for him. What about a college player? What about Keontae Jones?
No, yeah. I could say a lot about Keontae.
No, I asked that because you grew up with him and around him, and just seeing him and doing the college level right now, I think like he's a good person to model yourself behind, because what he's doing and the way he's doing it, I like what he's doing. So I said that, he didn't make it to the league yet, but I see him getting there. I just said him because I feel like you don't have to just model yourself around just professional players. Just what about other people that that inspired you growing up as well too? What make you a better player and a better person?
Right. Yep. Yeah. Like I can say, man, that's like a big brother to me. So like really seeing him at the next level, like really made me like. And then I actually physically got in the gym with him. So like when we do workouts, he don't push me to like no regular standards as a high school kid. No, he pushed me to like college ready, like dunk the ball every drill, like, cause man, you see him, he killing everybody right now. He dunk anybody. So like really, I say like his mindset is a dog, and growing up watching him and Anthony Washington and Keyshawn Justice and all of them, like you can really see like you can start from the bottom and make it up to the top, and that's literally what they did. Was they started from the ground up and they made it to the top.
Yeah, that's awesome. I mean, and that's what's great about sports. Is you can come from a background where you don't have a lot of money, and then you can work your way to being successful, and it's pretty neat to watch. So, no, thanks for sharing. Favorite food to eat before a basketball game? This is
favorite food, man. It's like a secret I try to keep.
It's a secret.
Yes, I give it out, man. I eat peanut M&Ms before every single game, from the start of the game to all the way to AAU. I was eating them.
That's funny. I like that. I don't know, probably what I would eat before a basketball game.
I can't eat no
That's
light.
not heavy though. At least that's not heavy. That's gonna feel heavy on you. That's something sweet. Get a little sugar rush.
That should just
Kinda
make my
helps you
energy
out.
keep pumping. But I see somebody eat Chipotle bowl before the game. I was so upset. I was like, your stomach not gonna hurt or something? Like, no, your stomach hurt. They're like, no, I'm good. But that's a lot of food you eating before a game. But you can tell, you can tell a difference between what they eat and then what they don't eat, because you can move. I feel like you move a little slower when you eat a big meal. So I try to keep it little and try to eat just candy. 'Cause I don't really eat candy a lot. I don't really drink juice or pop. I don't do that. So I keep it like water. So like when I eat candy, like I get hyper so much, and I think that'd be a good thing for the game. So being hyper will just help me keep my energy going.
I think like beef jerky is good, like before a game, or like just a small amount, or maybe like a bag of chips. I always like to like Doritos or something like that is always good. So, favorite TV show to binge watch?
I don't really watch. I'm not a TV type of guy. I don't really watch TV like that. Like I said, if I'm watching TV, I'm watching basketball.
Have you watched All American? The show All American a little bit, or
My favorite show.
it's your favorite show?
Yes.
I'd say I watched like season 3. I think I watched it like I haven't watched it since my freshman year. I watched it a lot, but I ain't really been watching it recently, so I can't tell you what's been going on.
That's a good show. I like that one a lot. So that's one of my favorites. Favorite drink to have following a basketball game?
Water.
Water?
That's all I drink.
That's a good thing. That is a good thing. I tend to sometimes get tempted by the sodas and things, but I know it's not good.
Yeah, no. Everybody that's been around me, they don't even reduce giving me soda or juice or nothing like that. They all know I drink water, and so I just keep it like that. So
Yeah, probably water, tea are probably the two most.
He ain't even doing no tea.
Even no tea?
He's just water.
Just pure water.
Yeah.
That's a good thing, though. That is a good thing. Favorite type of music to listen to before a game? Maybe like a music artist that you really like to listen to, or genre of music?
I go like when we just sitting there, like you know how we gotta watch JV to halftime. So sitting there, I do like some chill, like raw wave. I listen to raw wave in my ears. Then I go like Young Boy when the game finna start to just get me pumped and stuff. So,
I guess any last things you want to share maybe about this season for Sun Prairie East, or maybe anything else you want to share about your commitment to Arkansas State? All right, awesome. Well, thank you. That covers everything today for Marc Madness Sports. I'm Marc Carstens, the host of Marc Madness Sports. Thank you to Chris Davis Jr. Thank you. Thank you to Coach here. Darnell Washington. Thank you so much for joining Marc Madness Sports here on a Wednesday evening. Be sure to grab Chris's favorite pregame food there, the peanut M&Ms, next time you're at a Sun Prairie East Cardinals basketball game. So long for now for Marc Madness Sports. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, everyone.